2025 is here, and while everyone flocks to the usual hotspots, hidden gems are quietly waiting. Today I'm counting down the top 10 underrated countries to visit in 2025. Places with jaw-dropping scenery, fascinating culture, and prices and crowds that still won't blow your budget. From secret islands to highland monasteries, I've hand-picked destinations that give you big experiences without the usual tourist chaos. Ready to escape the crowds? Let's go. Stick around. Number 2, there's an island that people call Africa's Galápagos, and it's even more remote and beautiful than you expect. 10. Albania, Europe's budget coastal surprise. Think crystal clear beaches without the crowds? Albania's Riviera, places like Samil and Durmai, serves turquoise water and pebble coves that look like the Med's best-kept secret. Beyond the coast, the Albanian Alps offer dramatic hiking and small mountain villages where a guest house dinner can feel like stepping back in time. If you want affordable food, stunning seaside sunsets, and ruins that predate much of modern Europe, Albania is an easy, compact winner. 9. Georgia. Wine, mountains, and unbeatable hospitality. Georgia is a mashup of ancient monasteries, dramatic Caucasus peaks, and one of the world's oldest wine cultures. Tbilisi's winding old town is full of smoky wine bars and Soviet-era architecture turned stylish. While just outside, the wine region of Kakheti and alpine valleys like Kazbegi deliver postcard landscapes. Georgia is easy to travel, very hospitable, and the food, hearty stews and cheesy breads, is reason enough to visit. Later, I'll show a quieter nearby country with monasteries perched like clouds. You'll want to add both to the same trip. 8. Armenia, ancient stone, modern cafes. Armenia pairs wild mountain scenery with centuries-old monasteries carved into cliffs and volcanic plateaus. Yerevan is a surprisingly hip capital. Cafes, street art, and a strong art scene. While the countryside hides medieval sites like Geghard and views across Lake Sevan. If you love history, walking ruins, and a slower pace with bold, rustic cuisine, Armenia rewards curious travelers. 7. Uzbekistan, Silk Road splendor, Samarkand and Bukhara. Fancy stepping into an architectural fairy tale? Uzbekistan's Samarkand and Bukhara brim with jewel-colored madrasas, tilework mosaics, and vast caravanserais, remnants of the Silk Road's golden age. The country has been investing in tourism infrastructure, making it easier to travel between cities while still feeling completely otherworldly. Expect massive monuments, spice markets, and coffeehouse chatter that feels centuries old. 6. Oman. Dramatic deserts and quiet authenticity. If you want Arabian beauty without the neon, Oman is the answer. A more authentic, slower Arabian experience than its glitzy neighbors. Think towering dunes, hidden wadis with swimming pools carved into rock, and quiet frankincense towns. Muscat's waterfront, forts, and the empty highways that unfurl to the desert create an intimate filmic road trip vibe. 5. Madagascar. Wildlife no other island can match. Madagascar is a nature passport. Over 90% of its wildlife is found nowhere else on Earth. From the surreal baobab alleys to forests of chameleons and dozens of lemur species, the island is a biodiversity time capsule, ideal for eco-travelers. Conservation-minded lodges and small group treks make it an ethical, adventurous choice for 2025. If you think Madagascar's wildlife is unique, wait until I reveal the tiny island near the end that feels even more remote. 4. Bolivia. High-altitude drama and surreal salt flats. Bolivia is a country of extremes, high Andean cities, colorful indigenous markets, and the otherworldly Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, where reflections blur the horizon. Add the Altiplano sunsets, colonial Sucre, and La Paz's dizzying cable car skyline. And you've got landscapes and culture that feel cinematic and untouched. 3. Bosnia and Herzegovina. History, rivers, and hidden Ottoman charm. With its bridge-sculpted towns and steeped history, Bosnia and Herzegovina offers dramatic ruins, quiet mountain roads, and an Ottoman-era warmth that's easy to fall for. Mostar's iconic bridge and Sarajevo's bazaars and wartime history tours make this country unexpectedly rich in narratives, and still far calmer than nearby tourist magnets. 2. São Tomé and Príncipe, Africa's Galápagos, the island secret. If you're craving seclusion and endemic wildlife with tiny tourist numbers, São Tomé and Príncipe is a revelation. Volcanic peaks, lush jungle trails, cacao plantations, and deserted beaches make it feel like a quiet island nation that time forgot. Luxury eco-lodges and community tours are growing, but this is still a place for travelers who truly want to get away. 1. The Ethiopia. Ancient civilizations, rock-hewn churches, and coffee origin. At number 1, Ethiopia. This is deep history travel at its finest. Lalabella's rock-hewn churches, Aksum's obelisks, and tribal highlands offer immersive cultural experiences you won't find anywhere else. Ethiopia's coffee culture is legendary. This is where it all began. And the capital Addis Ababa pulses with markets, museums, and a growing culinary scene, making Ethiopia a high-value, high-soul destination for 2025. If you're building a long trip, pair Ethiopia with a Nile or Horn of Africa circuit for maximum history. So there you have it. 10 underrated countries that deserve a spot on your 2025 map. Whether you want biodiversity, Madagascar, alpine monasteries, Armenia and Georgia, salt-flat dreamscapes, Bolivia, or completely off-grid islands, São Tomé and Príncipe, these countries deliver unforgettable experiences, often at a fraction of the crowds and cost you'd pay elsewhere. Which one surprised you the most? Drop your pick in the comments. I read every single one. If you love this list, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I've got itineraries and packing guides coming for several of these spots.